Thanks, Ronan. For anyone who doesn't know me, I'm Ronan's brother, Michal. I suppose I have to thank Ronan and Rachel for letting me speak today. When I told them the speech wouldn't be too painful, I meant it wouldn't be too painful for Rachel. The first time I met Ronan, he was 3 and I was not. For me, it was a forgettable experience. He remembers it though, and occasionally reminds me that I was the ugliest baby he's ever seen. I know it's customary for the best man to tell a few funny and embarrassing stories about the groom. If I were to go through every single one of Ronan's calamities, though, I'd still be here when the band finishes playing tonight. But anyone who wants further details about the best of his youthful escapades should corner him at the bar tonight. When you have his ear, ask him about the day he fought a mink with a pitchfork, the day he chased Eamon through a pane of glass, or the day he speared his foot with a grape while cleaning out the byre. Ask him about the time he went to Dublin to interview a famously cantankerous playwright, bringing with him a broken tape recorder and a leaky pen. The time he dared himself to eat a whole raw chili pepper. As I recall it, he spent the rest of the day crying smoke and exhaling steam. Or my own favourite, the time he read the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy, thinking the character Gandalf was called Grandelf. Rachel tells me that Ronan is known around Cahill's house as Poor Ronan. Poor Ronan wasn't long calling around their house when he decided to show off his football skills to the future in-laws. Like any good cornerback, he sailed up for the high ball. But as he went up, the stitching in the crotch of his trousers let him down. I believe he spent an awkward afternoon at dinner, a hand nervously sheltering the affected area. But poor Ronan is only ever half the story with my brother. He's a great character, and like all great characters, he embodies a great many contradictions. In his heyday, he was one of the stickiest, scariest cornerbacks in the business, with 2 hard fists and 1 hot temper. Manny's the corner forward around Leitrim wouldn't believe you if you told them the truth about his off-season training regime. This usually consisted of watching The Simpsons, reading Harry Potter books until he could quote entire passages, and eating copious amounts of turkey stuffing with gravy. He's a great actor though. He can deliver a soliloquy from Hamlet or Macbeth that Laurence Olivier would be proud of. But despite that, he's about the worst liar I know. When he was 15, he decided to go cutting grass with Dad's scythe. Now this had to be a covert operation, because Mom had decided that a tool made famous by the Grim Reaper wasn't safe in the hands of a teenager. Well, to make a long story short, Ronan sliced his hand open while trying to sharpen the blade. He wandered across the street and into the house, dripping blood all the way. When Mom saw the blood, she nearly lost her life. "What happened, Ronan?" she asked. Ronan just shrugged. "I don't know," he said. "I was just walking." As most of you have probably gathered, Ronan seems like the most laid-back man in the world. The day before his leaving cert started, he decided he was fed up with the books that he'd barely opened in the first place. Instead, he went foot and turf. And on that day, I believe he became the first 17-year-old in history to turn procrastination into hard work. One neighbour, I won't say who, remembers seeing Ronan strolling up the road late in the evening, hands covered in dirt, whistling as he went by. It was only English paper one after all. As I say, you might think he's laid back, but when it comes to his family, it would be hard to find a more serious or reliable man than Ronan. Leaving the joking aside, Eamon, Alana and I couldn't ask for a better brother. No matter what the problem, he'll always be there to help out. Whatever we ask him to do, He never complains about it because that's what family means to him. And today, I'm delighted that Rachel has officially become the newest member of our family. When I first found out that Ronan had a girlfriend, I thought, a sense of dress mustn't be what she's looking for in a man. This was at a time when he was known for wearing a black t-shirt with the words, "Currently not responding to treatment" on the front. Jeans that were several inches too long for him and had to be turned up at the bottoms. And best of all, a pair of those bum-toning MBT shoes that look like overweight bananas. He tells me they were the most comfortable shoes he ever owned. To be fair, his style has improved dramatically since then, which is a credit to Rachel. She wasn't long on the scene when the not responding to treatment t-shirt turned up in my wardrobe. It's been there ever since. I assume Ronan must have hidden it away there like one of Lord Voldemort's Horcruxes. In fact, Ronan's fashion has become so flamboyant that, in that lovely velvet jacket, the only person he hasn't managed to outshine is his wife. I know I'm stating the obvious when I say that she looks absolutely beautiful today. And on that note, I'd invite you all to join me in raising your glasses to the new couple and to wish them a lifetime of love and happiness together. To Rachel and Ronan. Cheers. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Very nearly there now. This is Finally, thanks to you all for coming and for sitting through this ordeal on an empty stomach. Now please eat and drink enough, dance a lot, and most importantly, enjoy yourselves. Thank you.